Grumpy clients. We've all had them. They ghost you, they snap at you, they hit you with the classic, I'm not interested. But what if I told you that grumpy clients could be your absolute best clients and best deals waiting to happen? So stick around and I'm going to give you 5 real world strategies plus a bonus here at the end on how to deal with the hardest clients. I'm Anton Setner, and I've been selling real estate since 2003 here in the Seattle Metro. I've trained hundreds of salespeople inside of our brokerage. We've closed thousands of transactions here personally. We do real estate deals like crazy. And I will tell you that as a salesperson, you should love the grumpy client. And if you're in real estate, you need to understand that them being grumpy is in relation to emotion, and it has nothing to do with you. So the number one tip is control your emotions and control your ego. Here's the deal. The grumpy client is not mad at you. They are experiencing emotion because buying or selling real estate is one of the 3 highest causes of stress, right behind death of a loved one and divorce. So they're not mad. They're just experiencing emotion. And then what happens is when they dump emotion on you, your job is to ride the emotional wave and to get off of it. So it goes up, it goes down. Your job, you go up just a little bit, down just a little bit, and then squish your ego down. We just had a deal recently where we sent them, hey, you have to release their earnest money. The agent comes unglued. They're fighting, they're kicking, they're screaming. But the reality is that was their ego. It's not your responsibility to make the decision for the client. It's your responsibility to ask the question to the client and to put your ego into your pocket. So you need to acknowledge the tension without feeding into it. You need to use tone to diffuse the situation and not escalate it. And you need to lead with empathy. I hear you saying this. Sounds like you had this for an experience. Tell me more about that. If you let ego and emotion drive you during these conversations, both of you are headed towards a crash. Tip number 2, add value and then ask again. Never say, I'm just checking in. That crap is freaking lazy. It's nonsense. It's noise. Show up with value, with something that's nugget, something they missed, something they don't know, something that would help them in their life and in their business. Give so that you can receive. If you don't give and make the deposit, you cannot receive. Hey, Mr. Smith, I saw this thing and I thought of you and I believed it could help you towards your goal, whatever that is, but repeat what their goal actually is. Understand their goals and their dreams and how it relates to Ford, family, occupation, recreation dreams. Then we can help them. This isn't about calls to action. This isn't about pressure. This is about adding value and simply helping people. Be the person they want to hear from, that they want in their life and in their business, that brightens their day and gives them valuable information. That will always help. Tip number 3, match their energy and then lead them to where they want to go, not where you want to go. A secret of communication is to mirror and match those around you with pace and tone and energy. If you're over the top and they're not over the top, you're going to have to slow down. If you're overly friendly and they're a detail person who doesn't like people, you're going to have to stick to the facts and the details. Don't feel or be fake. Match their tone, redirect their energy. Use this in your communication style. Use this in your texts, in your emails, in your phone calls. Your goal is to get past their first line of defense. Once you get past their first line of defense, they quite often start to soften and then they expand the relationship. Sometimes the grumpy individual is just building a moat around themselves, and your job is to get over the moat. Once you get over the moat, you've officially solved part of the riddle and you've reached the inner circle of value. Now you can lead them towards their goal. And you lead them by tip number 4. If this is helping you in your sales business, hit that subscribe button or share this video with someone else who needs to see a video just like this so they can make more money in sales. Tip number 4 is to ask the disarming question. So because these difficult clients often have a wall up, you've got to figure out how to get through the wall. And the disarming question can be an amazing way to do that. One of my favorites is, it seems like I am missing something here. What would make X happen? Or how do we make Y happen for you? Or what do you see next? Because what you're saying is, I want to gain understanding of this whole situation so I can properly help and serve you. The bonus tip inside of this is understand that the power of your questions will determine the power of the answers. He or she who asks amazing questions will get amazing results. If you suck at asking questions, you get sucky results. Get better at asking amazing questions. A little bonus inside of the disarming is you can use humor. There are times when I let the ADD squirrels throw a rave and I just say some random thing and I just laugh like crazy. Why? Because that's my personality and I'm having fun. And they look at me and then they start to laugh, and I don't care if they're laughing at me or with me, but we're changing the tone of the situation, and emotionally we're building the bridge. We're getting through that wall together. And then when we make a win during a negotiation or a problem solving, I discuss the win with them and we explain to them how we just pulled off the impossible. And then they grin and they smile. One time, super grumpy, crotchety old man. Like, think of the most quintessential one in your mind. He looks over and goes, I think I might hug you. And I was like, I'm not a hugger. He goes, that's okay. And he just grabs me and pulls me in. Why? Because the wall had been broken. We were over the moat. Now, there will be some times where you're going to have to use tip number 5, where you can't convert the lead. You can't change the client, and it's okay. Tip number 5 is you can exit the situation. There will be times where you can't win them over, where you are oil and water. You never mix. Not every lead and every client should be your cup of tea. The power is in saying no. I'm sorry, Mr. Seller. I apologize. I cannot meet or exceed your expectations, and this is where I bow out grace. That's a discussion we have during our buyer consultations and our seller consultations, where if we can't meet or exceed their expectations, we will tell them, I apologize, I can't meet or exceed your expectations. It's time for me to bow out. 2 things happen. 1, they may change their tone and all of a sudden become your amazing client. Or 2, you may part ways, and that is okay too. Okay, final bonus tip. And this one is the most important. That's why we saved the best for last here. When you get that scathing email, the all caps text message, the voicemail where they are screaming, I will tell you the average person does nothing and they cower and they avoid the problem. That is the massive mistake. Your job is to use the highest form of communication available to you at that time, which could be a phone call or even face to face, but nothing less than that. And you immediately communicate with them and you talk through the issue. This is the difference between being an okay salesperson or real estate agent and being a great real estate agent and salesperson. It's your method and speed of communication when problems arise, and they will absolutely remember that in the future. All right, just a quick recap here. Control those emotions and your ego. Show up with value. Mirror, match, and lead. Ask amazing questions and then exit respectfully if it doesn't work, and your speed of communication absolutely matters. I'm Anton Stetner. If this video was helpful to you, hit that magic subscribe button, hit the like button, drop me any questions or comments that you have below, and share this with another salesperson who needs to see this video and deal with their grumpy client today.